come. Full of unspoken battles we won. You're so much better than that. Sometimes the truth ain't always catchy as rap. Stop chasing cheese or you get stuck in a trap. Go get your crown and never render it back. No, it's blasphemy. Why would you treat yourself like that? Stop all that blasphemy. We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. You're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. You're way too gifted to stop and listen. It's condescending.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Work. Guess it would work if I had my microphone on. Let's try that again. Welcome to Skylyne Radio Show. I'm your host, Skylyne Mark. I have no idea where Tey The Buzy Bee is. Talk about missing in action. But we're here. We have no guests. So we're going to do what we normally do. We're going to talk. And we're going to talk about the headlines and the news. We're going to talk about what we got going on. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, holla at us. Okay, so we got to start this on a different type of level because I don't have no one to ask, how was your day? How about that? How was your day? Your day, your day, and your day. How about that? My day, my week. You know how we start off. We always ask about how your week's going. So, and you know we're going to do this again when Tiana gets here. So, my week has been a little interesting, a little stress, a little interesting, a little stressful. Got a lot going on at some level. Move and things going on with work and yeah, it's a lot. You know how it goes. But other than that, I'm blessed. I'm too blessed to be stressed, that's for sure. Let's talk about Skylyne. Let's go there. Let's see. I have no idea. Let's go to the calendar. So, this is 2020. I'm getting ready to go in 2021. Speeding up. Our next Feed the Homeless events are Saturday, March 21st in DC. We do not have an address yet because Franklin Square Park is slated to be closed at the end of this month. Normally we're there, but we will not be there. Me and Tey The Buzy Bee are going to link up, hopefully with Shanetta Malkia on Sunday afternoon and go look at a new location. I haven't heard from her yet, so that's to be continued. But that's what me and T are doing on Sunday afternoon. But that's what we got going on. March 21st in Washington D.C. Address and location to be announced. Again, Franklin Square Park is slated to be closing, I believe, February 28th. I think that's the date we were given over the weekend. Our next Feed the Homeless in Baltimore is March 22nd. Under the 83 Bridge, 407 East Saratoga Street. right across the street from Charm, Baltimore, right across the street from Ida Bees. 1 to 4, we need tables, donations, volunteers. This past weekend was interesting on Saturday and Sunday. We had all kinds of donations, all kinds of volunteers, um, all kinds of food. We had food on top of food. We had so much food, we took food home, and we don't ever do that. Um, Saturday, we didn't take food home. We never take food home. We take some plates or to-go trays and some silverware, and we always set it up in the middle of the park. What they do with it is totally up to them. If one person comes and takes it all, hey, you do what you do. But we very rarely have anything left over. It might be a little bit of this, it might be a little bit of that, a serving of this, a serving of that. Baltimore, we had probably 15 more servings of a tray and 8 more servings of another tray. Everything else went. Everything else went. Um, I hear the phone ringing. Tey The Buzy Bee's finally here. I hope we're going to break soon. March. Oh, my phone went off. March 21st, 22nd, DC and Baltimore. That's our next Feed the Homeless charity event. We need volunteers. We need donations. Tables. Tables, 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 tables. We need tables. Everybody, just a heads up, we have not too many. We don't have too many of children's clothes and women's clothes. The fact is, we don't have enough men's clothes, especially big sizes. Big sizes, tall sizes. I'm not going to say stop donating whatever you have, because we cherish what you do donate. But we need big sizes and tall sizes. We need sizes for men that are 5'9" and taller, 6 foot and taller. We need sizes for men that are 200 pounds and up, 250 and up, 350 and up. We need a couple different sizes for men that are 350 and up. Homeless comes in all different shapes and sizes. But yeah, just a heads up, we need big sizes in men's clothes. Someone asked me the other day, hey, are y'all still collecting blankets and pillows and coats? Yep. Because it can still snow for the next two and a half months. It has snowed in the middle of April. It can still get cold in early May. So don't get it twisted. If you want to donate it, please do. We will accept it. We will appreciate it. Today's career women, today's career women networking and social gathering will be March 20th. I'm not sure on the location. I don't know if we're going to do it at the typical location, if we're going to do it at a different location. I'm not sure yet. Got some things in the works, and we're trying to figure that out now. But nevertheless, today's Career Women Networking and Social Gathering will be March 20th. We try to always intersect it within the Feed the Homeless charity weekend of events. What else? The Skylyne Foundation documentary on the homeless and charity, or the homeless in Baltimore and DC. See, I can't do this. It's too much talking. I feel like I'm just rambling. The documentary is going. It's making some headway. It's probably gonna take another 9 months to a year to complete because everyone's schedule is 8 buck wild. No one's schedule is intersecting with anyone else's. So it's more or less me and the videographer slash photographer. We're gonna try to start doing some more things in DC so we can try to get different people involved that want to be involved, especially the people through Skylyne, the brand. I had a woman in Philly hit me and was like, this, that, whatever, and a third. Yeah, we do feed Philly and we do sing care packages, but I can put you in tune with a group that feeds on a regular basis in Philadelphia, in the downtown area. So I gave her the necessary information. So if she contacts them, it is what it is. I hope she does, because they're a good group. They're really about what they do, and we'll see what happens. I get to go to break. Tey The Buzy Bee is here. About time. You late. We're going to break.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now. I'ma show these niggas what to do with one of your beats, man. I am Gas, by the way. Strong woman story should have been on CNN. Nobody knows what it's like being Gwen. Windows closed in the house, it ain't no CNN. Can't gain weight for years, she been being thin. Single mother, no help from the system. When they was giving out food stamps, she missed them. Birth certificate, baby daddy, she couldn't list them. But her son was so beautiful when she kissed him. Blame it on love, but nigga she could've died with. Destroyed the whole world and found out she was a side chick. The nigga loved his wife and it got hard to hide it. So when Gwen confronted him, he ain't even denied it. Her fault, depends on who you asking. She tried to be a stripper, but the tip out was taxing. Buying all the purses, trying to keep up with the fashion. And her mama hated babysitting with a passion. She deserved better circumstances. A black queen, she should've been blessed with certain chances. Looked down upon, getting all the hurting glances. Making men change up all the twerking stances. She never cried about the pain, only gritted her teeth. But most soldiers never get a flower or a wreath. She like G.I. Jane in the war with no relief. Don't recognize why killers was going through her beef. She said more prayers than the nun did. After seeing so much struggles with only one kid, the clinic said baby number 2 couldn't be undid. 9 months later, delivery and it's
like the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway. So why not turn that shit into something? Be a man of everything you say. This shit bigger than me, man. Like yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without y'all. What you up to, just go hard. Don't matter. Can you imagine how I really having nothing is? Stomach growling, you ain't got no food in the fridge. Surviving on a jail diet of water and bread. No father figure, that's cause my father dead. Mom bringing different niggas in and out the crib. No money, so you seen it's less than all your friends. But it a joke because your mother was a crackhead. Older sister hoeing off, giving all her homies head. I could wait for your response, but they love to hear me talk, so I'll just wait for the applause. I always knew that I was great, I got them haters so appalled. I'ma make it out the darkness, and my word is my bond. Delivering these bars while I'm gripping on my balls. Jealous niggas hate to see you succeed, so fuck them all. I'm the master of my destiny, nigga, you not in charge. You either on your grind or in the way, so get lost. Be a man of everything you say you stand for. Lead your people by example, being hands-on. If you're back against the wall, then get your mash on. Fix your vision on the future like it's fast forward. The world is yours in due time, ain't gotta ask for it. I'm from the school of hard knocks, I took a crash course. Shit be stressful, my nigga, that's why I'm getting high. But that's life, and it's the code that I live by. And you know how it is, where we at, nigga. They say money can't buy happiness, but I be happy as a bitch when I can have dinner. Learn from your losses or you end up like the last nigga. I fall off, I bounce back, I really come from the dirt. But if you wanna make it happen, gotta put in the work. The word will kick you when you down, and I know this shit hurt. And it's crazy cause your family, your shit on you first. My sister stabbed me in my chest, I had a hole in my shirt. I never said a prayer for her on my way to the hearse. I died twice that night, man, I'm just happy to be here. And shit like that is the reason I never be scared. Was drifting through the smoke in the field, I couldn't see clear. It's deeper than the rap, I'm where the bottom of the sea is. Just trying to make it happen till I happen to ball. It's all mind over matter, the fuck the matter with y'all, huh? Be a man of everything you say you stand for. Lead your people by example, being hands-on. If you're back against the wall, then get your mash on. Fix your vision on the future like it's fast forward. The world is yours in due time, ain't gotta ask for it. I'm from the school of hard knocks, I took a crash course. Shit be stressful, my nigga, that's why I'm getting high. But that's life, and it's the code that I live by.
This unknown to find who we really are. Crash into something new and take a break from our broken heart. Talk with the hip, tell me you lie. I think we should go for another round. Baby, try not to say too much. Let your love come down. If you wanna rule, there's some rules you gotta live by. Live by. Stay true to your cool, make a move, don't wait on nobody else. And if it feels like a melody, sing a song we my radio. And if you follow me there, I'll follow you back. Let the night unfold. I can tell that she can't get enough. Show enough, she couldn't get the things off from me. I know she couldn't get the things off from me. Touching hands till we dance in the dark. Show enough, she couldn't get the things off from me. We do whatever you like. Get the things off from me. I know she couldn't get the things off from me. Let's slide, you and me alone, to find who we really are. Crash into something new. I got that lamp hanging up the car. Told me you kiss, told me you lie. I think we should go for another round. Baby, I wanna take you, but we gotta groove so we can lose the crowd. If you wanna rule, there's some rules you gotta live by. Live by. Stay true to your cool, make a move, don't wait on nobody else. And if it feels like a melody, sing a song we my radio.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, and we are back. I'm sorry, I didn't warn Mark that we were coming back live, but we are live now. I'm sorry for my lateness, guys, but you know, time is money, and I had to go pick up donations. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. They're in my car. I'm here now. Here we are. I'm excited. How are you today, Mark? Why are you looking like that?
I don't like when you're late. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. Um, I don't know. It's been like I said earlier. It's been kind of crazy, kind of stressful. A lot going on. Trying to get everything situated with the move, and it's just I don't know. It's just one of those days.
Oh, I feel you.
It's been one of them weeks.
Right.
But our Feed the
Speaking
Homeless
of,
events over the weekend was off the chain.
right,
It
I was
lit.
just about to get to that. Speaking of, Feed the Homeless was this weekend. It was fun. It was enjoyable. We knocked it out. Like, for the weather to be as nice. Wasn't it cold on
It was
Saturday?
cold. It was real cold Saturday for y'all.
Yeah.
It was a little cold for me. I brought winter gloves with me because if I do get cold, it's usually my hands. But other than that, I mean, we be so busy and we be moving so much that we don't even. It's mind over matter. It wasn't that bad. But Sunday, it warmed up. It was lit. We had a blast. Shout out to Shorty. Shout out to Shanetta. Shout out to all our volunteers and our partners
Yes.
and everyone that donated, came out, volunteered, brought tables.
And food. Yes. We got a table donated to us this weekend. That was one of the biggest come ups. I appreciate that table being donated to us. I feel like in a little bit, if you guys want to be out there and you really want to help, someone can donate a car.
A
An
car?
SUV or a truck to be in particular. It doesn't have to be brand new. It could be a little old.
And look, $20, $30, $40 a day.
Hey.
Look, $50 a day. That includes mileage and gas. I'm just saying.
For sure.
Go get a U-Haul.
It takes a lot to
We
load
can pick
up
it
your
up on a
car.
Friday.
Load it up, and then you gotta unload it. I'm glad my cousin was home, so when I got home on Sunday, I unloaded my car and went right to sleep. Like, it was nonstop. I was just like, I'm going home, I'm going to sleep. For those of you who are out there and you all don't know, feeding the homeless isn't just something simple. Like, you go out there, you feed the homeless, and you go home. At least not for me, I gotta wake up.
It drains you.
I gotta pack the car. I gotta call Mark. I gotta call Kiera. They're like business calls. So it's not like regular calls. They're like business calls to check on the time, see where they are, like what's going on. Then you gotta go out there. Then you gotta facilitate while unloading your car, while talking to the homeless, while you have to be like a complete business person, a complete people person for about 2 hours, tell people what to do, where to go, take things where they're supposed to, and then it ends and you go home. By the time you get home, I promise you were just like, I just want to go to sleep. I just want to go to sleep.
That depends on who you are. Don't get me wrong. If I was to go home every time, trust me, you know what? I need a nap. Cause it's, for me, getting up 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Well, I can honestly stop saying 6. Getting up 7 o'clock in the morning, cooking for 3 hours bare minimum. I get up at I get up at 6. I get out the bed at 7. On that note, that's at 30 seconds. Oh, okay.
You don't have to rush.
Nah.
You ain't got to call.
30 seconds, that's like
It's
15
okay,
seconds.
girl.
So we'll continue that conversation. When we come back, she over here singing.
I don't want no rights to this song. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back after these few messages. We got to pay some bills. See you on the flip side on BeExposedRadio.com.
This is a Poverty ENT exclusive. Next stop.
That's how it goes. Bros with me, yeah. It's time to go. Since a little nigga, 2-time felon and I'm still with it. Know your man telling and you roll with him. Find out that you jealous, you a whole nigga. Chose by another nigga, bitch, damn. This chopper got 50 round clip. So this Molly and the syrup got me geeking, shorty. Ain't know I popped them Xannies, had them sleeping on me. Love in a hood full of hate. Pray to God that he open up them gates. Rest in peace to Freddie Gray and Lil Scooter. Putting on for our city, watch his door. Next stop, Texaco. Strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate, that's how it goes. Bros with me, yeah, it's time to go. City, got my mind strong, take a time bomb. Fuck a pot, I'd rather pack the kitty. I don't want the city.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello, and we are back. We are live. We are here. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. My name is Tey The Buzy Bee.
I'm your boy Skylyne Mark.
And we are Skylyne Radio Show. We do not have a guest today, actually. So it's just me and Mark. So y'all get ready, tune in, comment. Let's have a conversation. It's about that time. I don't know where the static is coming from.
It's coming from you. It should. What's your name in the front there? Move it over. Move it down your phone over. Yeah. Better?
Nah.
Then again, it's smart.
All right, guys, give me a second.
Put your microphone on.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Is that better?
It ain't me.
Is a lot of static?
It's a lot of static. All right.
Keep on.
Hopefully you all can hear me. But we are back. Excuse my, what you call these, bloopers. Excuse my bloopers. Because it's buzzing in my
You're
ear.
good. There's no static.
Oh, okay. Never
Probably in the
mind.
box,
I'm just hearing things, I guess. What was I talking about?
We was talking about, oh, jeez Louise.
Well, there goes that. Anyways, let's get started with our show today.
No,
There was,
what was it?
About Feed the Homeless Weekend.
Oh, that's right.
All right, we can talk about Feed the Homeless Weekend. We can go back and talk about that.
I don't remember where I left off, though.
I don't either.
But look.
But it was a smooth weekend.
It is what it is. Again, our next weekend is March 20th and 21st. Again, Saturday. We will have to keep you in tune to our new location. Like I said, hopefully we can get link up with Shanetta, but me and Tiana are gonna link up Sunday afternoon, and we're gonna go around the corner to this new location, and we're gonna figure out some things and check it out and see what we can do with the space that's available.
All right, I'm happy. We're getting there. We also might be changing the location for Baltimore as well. I kind of don't know. We've been trying to be able to expand to feed more homeless people while they're in the midst of all of the changes that are going on within the areas that we're feeding in as well. So look out next month. We'll be able to tell you all our new locations. And we're going to go from there. If you all have any donations, please donate them to us. We'll be ready. We'll be waiting. Whew.
Be
All
laying
right.
on the table, yo.
Hey, that's what. Look, it's
This
just on
thing
the
is.
table.
This thing just taking over, yo. It ain't ever been this long.
It's almost there. What you gonna do? Are you gonna cut it anytime soon, or you just gonna let
Nope.
it grow out?
Nope. I'm gonna let it go. 2 years, then I'm gonna cut it off. That'll be around summertime. I only got summertime, cause you figure 18. What's this weekend? I think this weekend it'd be about 18 months. So I got 6 months to go to hit 24 months.
Hey, it's lit. We're almost there.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might say bump it and keep it going. Why not?
Time to get started. Where are we gonna start today? So we have a couple different topics that we're gonna cover today. We have sports, we have entertainment, and we have, I guess you can call it like local news.
Local news.
Yeah, local news. You want to start with local news?
Let's start that.
That's where we're gonna start.
I don't know. Are we allowed to advertise that? Are we allowed to advertise the newspapers? Everybody else does. I don't know though.
I don't know. It's news. So are we gonna start with this? We're gonna start with that.
We're gonna start with that.
You can say the name of the paper and the article, but you don't have to show it.
Okay. All right, let's dive on in this.
All right. So I want to go first. I want to go for the DC side, and then you can talk about the Baltimore side. That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
All right. So for local news with the DC side, y'all.
They need to fix the highways.
Let's not talk about the potholes in Baltimore, okay? Both of y'all, they got mudslides in Baltimore because of potholes, okay? Your cars,
divots.
your houses.
You have divots called
Your houses.
295 right off of Minnesota Avenue.
Speaking of 295, what's this out here?
That's what we were about
DC
to get to.
DC. Okay, go ahead.
But no, let me finish going on Baltimore and these potholes. They got craters in the middle of the
You can make
street.
a golf course.
Hey, the hole's that big, you'll never miss.
They got what they got? They got holes. They got man-made holes. Not even like regular holes.
Play connect the
They're like-
dots?
Yes. They be playing
Let's
connect
not
the
talk
dots
about
on your
Georgia
face.
Avenue. Let's
First of
please
all,
not
it's
talk
all
about
bad.
Georgia Avenue.
So
Georgia Avenue, if you fought hard enough, you go straight in the sinkhole.
but the mudslides and the sinkholes happen in Baltimore.
This is true.
Like, do you remember that? You
Huh.
remember when the
Two of
house,
them.
the house went down?
The house,
went
the
down.
wall,
All of it.
onto the CSX train
Right.
tracks.
But that wasn't because of a pothole.
How was that not
of
because
the
of
ground
pothole?
structure, because that is on the outskirts of Baltimore, and where that CSX train was, it had a hill. So a lot of that hill came down as a mudslide. Now,
No, that was a wall.
Ergo, it wasn't
The
wall,
wall
but
just-
it came straight down.
Yup.
Because of the incline at the end.
Okay,
Liggins.
and I'm still gonna blame the pothole that caused all the mess because that's my story.
I'm still blaming Georgia Avenue for swallowing my Chevy Nova that year.
Oh, the city
You
destroyed your car?
Man, did it.
This is our producer,
it was
guys.
the year
Sorry.
after. Hi, everybody. It was the year after the Million Man March. I'm riding through there,
That was in
Yes.
1996.
and I still have a grudge. Yes.
October
Rode straight
96,
through
right?
there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Boom. Goosh. Straight down.
Look, but I can say, and I can definitely testify to the fact that Baltimore's potholes.
And let's not talk about the
not Baltimore
conversation.
potholes.
Let's
I
not
said
talk about the
Baltimore
conversation.
potholes. I meant DC potholes are a little bit rough.
They're not
However, I do
potholes.
hear
They're
about the
homes.
stories.
People
But they're
can
homes.
live down. They can actually put a whole. Hey, if Washington ever want to, try to move people, they can move right down the potholes. Guaranteed, subway underneath. Straight line to the red line.
Anyway, Anyways, about these potholes though, we're done with that. But the potholes in Baltimore are way worse than DC. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. That's the last thing I'm going to say. We're going to move on, right? So,
Yeah, all right.
and
Right over there in the advanced chili bowl too.
And so the new news, the local news for DC in particular, is that DC might be getting a new area code soon, guys. You know?
I heard that.
Great.
202 is now is.
They're running out of numbers.
29 something.
295.
295.
295.
Yep. But I mean,
See?
right.
See how the connection is? Y'all gonna be start living right underneath 295.
Not under 295. But like, okay, so they are planning on retiring the 202 area code because they say there's no more numbers left per se. You know, there's this thing called statistics. And there's 10 digits in a number, right? Yeah, it's 10 digits in a number, which means 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Which means whatever that number is how many times they can create a phone number using the digits. Oh, let me take that back. Anyways, that's a little bit too much math for y'all. I'm not about to bore y'all with that.
I got a question. Because it's interesting to me because we had that happen to us like maybe 20, I would say like 10 to almost 15, 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Where
Is that where 443 and 410 came from?
Actually, first it was
410 been around.
Uh-huh.
We were 310. And then what they did was take the southern side of Maryland, made all that 310, made us 410.
I thought we were 301.
I mean 301, 301, excuse me. See, that's how long I've been using 301 and 410. But it went to 410, and then maybe, probably, I would say like 6, 7 years ago, 443 came into it. No, it's almost 10 years ago, 443 came into attack.
And then it's a 202
15,
and a
somewhere around there.
At least
240 and a 617.
Yeah,
I think
it's a 617 area code, and
where's that at?
that's like.
Is that in Maryland?
It's in Maryland.
Or Northern Virginia?
It's an extension, I think, up towards Hagerstown and Frederick area, that type.
Way
of
out
thing.
there.
Yeah, but
There ain't 50 million people that live out there. It's mountains.
Baltimore's wide. I mean, Maryland, for the shape of
Baltimore's about this big
for the shape
with 20
of
million people.
It's kind of wide. It goes wide.
Western Maryland is about this big. Dog, you could run 10 miles down and back and not see nobody.
Hold up, but look.
To where?
But you,
Western
but
Maryland.
if you look at it, if you look at the fact, we border not only D.C. and Virginia, but Delaware and
Pennsylvania, West Virginia.
West Virginia, and yeah, all that area there. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's a lot of state to cover compared to, you know, where are they actually? Now my question is, are they actually going to take some of the suburban parts out?
The suburban parts, from what it looks like, I don't know, but it does say in particularly that they're running out of numbers.
Yeah, I can imagine.
They're running out of numbers. I don't know exactly where. Let me see if I can look up another.
Because it wouldn't make any sense if they go over towards the northern side of DC, because the majority of that is 301 anyway. Like Palmer Park and Tacoma Station and all that. I think that's 301, isn't it? So it may be all that going towards McLean and
Northern Virginia.
Northern Virginia and all that.
So, but so with area codes, do they like set a certain region or certain location? Because I've had a 202, I've had a 240, I had a 301 number. Like, I've been 301 forever.
Yeah.
I've had 301, 410, 443.
Well, yeah. Originally, what it was is to design each area, you know, so when you contact through the phone system, each area had their own different area code. So, say for instance, you were in Texas, you can dial 1-202-794-8354, and that'll get your number.
Whose phone number is that?
I don't know. I just
I'm
made
gonna
it
call
up on the
it.
fly. You can. But see, now with the with more designated lines and cell phones, that's the issue, because that's the reason why they said we had to get an extra area code, because of after the 301 and the 410, they said we had to get an extra area code because of the cell phones.
Now my question is,
Speaking of area codes,
I go out here and change my number. You go out and change your number. How long is that number down before they reissue it, or do they ever reissue a number?
Numbers have been reissued.
yeah, my number's reissued. My number's hooked up to someone in Ronald McFarland.
Yeah.
Whoever you are, whatever people who you are missing, stop putting my phone number down, okay? Because I'm still getting all your scam calls. I don't want no spam. I don't want none of your
I block all that
business.
mess.
None of that. Like, why are you calling me? Your number doesn't work anymore. It's a new number, and they still calling. Can I speak to Ron McFarland? No, you can't. No, you can't. You cannot speak to
I'd say
me.
something, but I ain't
My
gonna
name
say
is
that
Ron.
on the air because we might get exposed.
We are on the exposed. So with this 295 radio area code, like, how weird do you think people are going to be? Because you know how DC is when they're a bit selfish when it comes to think that it's DC owned. So
Look,
like, can you imagine
Can I pick my number?
you telling somebody your phone number is 295?
0295. Can I get that number?
Nah.
Why not? Someone will.
I don't know, man.
I'll pay for it.
I think some folks going to be. It's going to take a minute because you all changed before.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, it's going to take a minute, and then again, it may be just registered to like one certain area, maybe outside of DC, maybe going towards St. Mary's County, or maybe even towards one of the counties in Virginia, where they might just have that one little area that has that one area code. I mean, it'll take some adjustments, but people adjust to anything nowadays.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
It really ain't.
Anyway.
It's 8:46.
Anyway, it's almost time for a break.
You gonna take us out to the break, Mr.
No, I
Producer?
can't because I gotta put the applause on.
Oh, all right.
If I could do that and put the applause on, that'd be great.
All right.
You can.
All right, guys, we have made it to the next break, and when we come back, we will talk about. It's the top of the hour almost. Which
Yeah,
when we
remember,
come
you
back,
were
we
late.
Do a little bit of promo, get a little free promo out there. If anyone's tuning in and would like us to promote your business, please drop down your business information in our comments, and we'll be able to put it on air for you. Give us your Instagram name and what you're doing, and we'll see you guys when we get back on Be Exposed.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange radio show.
That's the biggest thing, is just empowerment. Just get off of the begging line. Just be proud and just get our pride and our dignity back, because as a child, we're taught how to go and beg for a job. Our parents, they literally taught us how to make sure you pull your pants up. Me, I'm 6'7", so I'm a bigger man. I was always taught how to not be threatening or intimidate people when I go into different interviews or different scenarios. And so we're literally taught how to condition ourselves, condition our speech, everything, in order to go and beg these people for a job, because we know when we walk in the door, I have to tear down 10 stereotypes before I get past hello. So we need to eliminate that. And we need to eliminate that, and the way that we do that is employing ourselves and employing our brothers and sisters. And so that's our mission, is group economics, uplift ourselves, because I can't empower anyone until I empower myself, and change from just being willing, because it's in my heart and my passion to see my people succeed and see us do better and change the social order, because I know that we are not supposed to be on bottom. I understand who I was. I know I didn't fall out of the sky and land on a plantation. So when you have knowledge of self and you know who you are and what you come from, it's frustrating more than anything to see us in this position.
Tune into the Artist Exchange Every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Live. Be exposed.
Check out this flashback from It Is What It Is radio show.
Paul, he was chilling. He was doing his thing. Y'all, you feel me? Love y'all family. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And like for him to be taken away from you, snatched away from you, just like that. You feel me? It's like damn. Another good one gone. You know what I'm saying? Like why you taking the good? You know what I'm saying?
You always end up asking like why.
And like again, it's a lesson that it's a test of faith. You feel me? He's gonna take you through these tests. You feel me? You're gonna go through these little phases in life, yo. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you just gotta recognize that one, it's the adversary trying to knock you off your pivot, and then it's God trying to teach you something. You feel me? Right. Anything that you go through, you gonna get through. It's called going through. You feel me? That's why it's called going through. You going through something. Right. You feel me? Because after you go through it, you get through it. You look back and like, damn, I got that. You feel what I'm saying?
For this and more, be sure to tune into BeExposedRadio.com every Friday from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock p.m. to listen to more of It Is What It Is radio show.
Thank you very much.
Because they had nothing else to do.
So it was like, imagine that your late husband was actually your father. I can't imagine that because that's disgusting.
Very much so.
And then I would have to clean my basement because that's where my actual father resides right now. So, okay. The 60-year-old woman learned the truth about her husband, Percy, 6 years after he passed away.
Not Percy, though. Percy doesn't sound like that name.
Percy just sounds like a feminine boy.
Really?
Yeah.
But nobody told you at no point.
Sound
like Percy. Name. Look at Percy over there with his purse.
Oh, his name Percy.
Percy always switching.
And you just keep laughing at him.
That's a joke. What do you call it? What's the gay boy's name?
Percy.
Percy.
What are you doing, Percy? I don't even know what to say about this one. And I'm the one that said it. Oh my gosh, we're here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. The conversations can get deep. They can get...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
I do.
Yes, we are back. We got We got Micah. Mike is not far away from him. His beard be in the way, y'all. If y'all don't know, we are here. He's back in action. You probably can't see the mic, but now he official for real.
Don't own the rides to that cup. How about that?
All right, so we're at the top of the hour. What's going on?
I don't know what's going on.
Any events that we have coming up? Do we have any events coming up?
We always have events coming up. We might just not have a date set yet, but we always got something. Then we got pop-ups. We stay with pop-ups. See? Always something. I'm about to give you a headset in a minute.
There we go. I don't need a headset. I know how to make mine work. But yes, so I don't actually have anything coming up, but for those who are paying or are tuned in with us, men's clothes, ties, socks, underwear. Men's clothes, ties, socks, underwear. We're doing a very big Feed the Homeless for Father's Day. We need all the men's clothes, all the ties, all the socks, all the underwear, and all the assistance. We need it all as soon as possible. Oh, that happened too. We need it all as soon as possible. So if you all would like to contribute at any point, make sure you reach out to us at Skylyne Foundation 2016 at gmail.com. We'll be able to discuss when we'll be able to pick up the items from you. Any donations or anything they'll be sending us on our way. For the women, we are doing purses. So if it is blah, 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 blah. If there's any women who have neatly used purses or gently used purses, any bags, please send them our way. We're filling up the purses with toiletries. We also have a lot of shoes. So we might be giving away shoes that day too, because I need my room. I mean, I need my areas back. I need my suitcases back. I picked up shoes from Miss Patrice. I believe that's her name. No, Miss Felicia. I picked up shoes from Miss Felicia. She was over Smiles organization. And I've had them because she was collecting shoes. She would set up an area where it looked like a store for the homeless women. So they can go in and actually like shop around like it was an actual store with clothes and everything. And she only had shoes left over. So she ended up giving us our shoes. And I'm willing to give them away because I need my suitcases back. So May and June are coming with big surprises for Skylyne Foundation. Please look out. Give us a couple more months or some time. We're going to have our website up. I've been working on that as well. Haha. Yay us. What else have we been doing in the back? I've been doing a lot of stuff in the background. Just been knocking it out while I got the time. So that's what you got to do. You know, you got to work hard. You got to work hard. You got to do
hustle
what you
hard.
gotta do.
If you don't grind, you don't shine.
This is true.
It ain't work because we enjoy what we do. It's only work if you don't like what you do. And if you don't like what you do, go find something else that you might be interested in
Is that
doing.
a passion? Like
Exactly.
When we come back, we are definitely about to go to break again because it's at the top of the hour. But when we come back, can we please talk about like the passion behind Skylyne Foundation and like the atmosphere that has changed over the last 3 years when it comes to the homeless? 4 years, excuse me. We have made it to our 4-year mark. For the last 4 years.
She's so old.
But can we please talk about that?
Come on,
because
let's get it.
like we don't usually dive into Skylyne Foundation, the experience, but we're going to talk about the experience when we get back.
We're going to talk
After
about the
these
whole
few
brand.
messages. We got a rundown for y'all for the show today, okay? We will catch y'all after these few messages at the top of the hour. I think I'm a little bit early, but I'm going to pull the plug anyway. See you guys soon on Big.
Listen to this flashback of Skylyne radio show.
So where we at? Where we talk about the effects and what's going on in these schools?
Yes.
And what people don't understand. Just real briefly, I just want to talk a little bit about what people say bullying is or is not. So bullying comes in many forms. It's a teasing, it's the cyberbullying, it's the texting, it's the phone calls, it's the posting of pictures and people's personal information to pretty much cause them harm, to have them feel insecure. It's the sex assaults that people actually put out there. There are physical assaults, and there are mental assaults and emotional assaults. And what I like to remind individuals that any aggressive behavior towards anyone that is unwanted and unwarranted, and an individual asks you to stop. Let's stop there. Stop.
And they should be respecting that.
Respecting that and respecting yourself, because when you're able to respect another person, you're able to respect yourself. Right. And the way that you're able to show that respect is that you know that you have a gift and you know you're uniquely made and that you matter, and then you also acknowledge that the next person beside you matters as well.
Right.
You know? And we lose that sometimes. Bullying is a behavior that underestimates the lives and legacy of you. I'm sure when they was bullying me, and I'm sure when they was bullying you, they didn't understand who you're going to become later on. I didn't know.
Right, because I'm popping. I can't. All right, let me tell you, all those people who felt like they wanted to say whatever to me, look at me now. It's like, no, y'all don't understand, but I've been through some things, okay?
And you know what? No. I applaud you and I salute you, because a lot of times we do not take the time to say, I'm okay, and I'm okay with me, and there's nothing wrong with me, and I'm amazing, and I'm blessed, and I'm strong, and I matter.
Join us every Wednesday at 7 p.m. for Skylyne Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
White keys only have this bitch jumping.
Okay. If I sit around, hold up. Look. If I sit around, hold up. Yeah. Rebel. Let's
If I sit around, I'ma smoke some more. Wasn't even thinking about smoke before, but I'm in my head and I'm in the bed. Don't know who I am, like I'm wearing a mask. Work the mode, tell 'em where the cash. If you wear the cash, tell 'em where the cash. If you playing for you, gon' run it back. Don't make promises, but I promise that. Don't promise me, cause I ain't into that. Fell in love with that and got hurt from that. Now it's all over and the curtains back. Can't see you not noticing that. I'm letting it go, it ain't holding me back. Yeah, I'm on dice, but ain't come for the crack. Drinking with uncle, we only do jack. How I'm alive, I thank God for that. Praying about it, things getting better. Open it up with my name on the letter. Why you crazy about it? Saying whatever, you shy to be you. You know you gotta be you. Sometimes I need privacy too. Yeah, you know I ride. You know I ride. And you know you ride for me too. Yeah, you know I. Look, you like getting that hit for real. When it's me and Murray, just us, we chill. I'm in a rush to get off to get you. Never ever had to floss to get you. Pay the dues that it cost to kiss you. Rug burns on the carpet with you.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, dog, throw this in there. Had to dedicate this to the homie out of New Orleans. Break. Said she wanna bump that. You wanna do it? Go ahead, do it. I sit around. I sit around. I sit
First they love you, then desert you. Leave with a plate full with no spoon. Ain't no space, I can't escape negativity. I got used to the taste. I've been bad, burned and fucked over. But remain strong through the Passover. Kicking haters out of the way like masked over. Roll up, sip something, let it pass over. Who would I be? It ain't the man to me that let the next man take advantage of me. When that storm come, no pen I see. Get with it, not without it, then you'll see. I beat the haters, they know I'm greater. That's why they buzzing for the elevator. But I can't save it, it'll be too loud on the pedal stool. Don't carry favors, always got your hand out demanding favors. When I just looked out, now you need more.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right, guys, we've made it back at the top of the hour. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, for those who are just tuning in, my name is Tey The Buzy Bee.
I'm your boy, Skylyne Mark.
And we are Skylyne Radio Show.
We tired.
I wasn't expecting that. That was very boring.
We tired.
I ain't tired. Well, I am a little tired.
I'm
I
sleepy.
slept most of the day today, so.
Must be nice.
Hey, when you get the chance to do so, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, what did you do to my phone, y'all? Okay,
Nothing. I'm
here we
just waiting
go.
for that to pop up, but it was taking long. So before we left for break, we were just talking about the difference in the atmosphere, celebrating 4 years with Skylyne Foundation feeding the homeless in Baltimore. And I think in D.C. it'll be in June.
August.
Oh, in August for D.C. Let's do a thin and now movement. Let's do a thin and now minute just for Baltimore in particular. Like, what you remember back then when we first started? Like, just the journey.
It was hectic.
And to here.
It was hectic.
And how we even got here.
It was, if I remember correctly, it was me and you and John.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
But remember, in the beginning, we were with we did it with a different organization.
Not in the very beginning. Not in the very beginning. It was just me, you, and John. And then we had an event. Okay, that didn't sound good. I'm sitting here, okay, where's the mouse at? Where's the rat at? Because, damn.
Hey, yo, we about to be gone.
Huh, what?
We about to be out
Ghost,
this
real
room.
quick.
Didn't know what was happening.
I don't do critters.
Whew, that was funny.
But that's when Derek Chase came. Derek Chase did a pop-up. He brought all kinds of different, I don't remember what he brought. A bunch of, like, Danishes and pies or something. I don't remember. We had the one girl from PG County that was coming out. I don't remember her name to save my life.
I don't know. We had.
That's when we met Shorty.
I thought you and Shorty were already friends before then. Really?
Yep.
That's how we met Shorty?
That's how we met Shorty, because it was an organization then that was out there, not real big, but they had 10, 20 volunteers, all kinds of homeless people.
Mm-hmm.
I have noticed over the years the homeless people keep diminishing. That's because they keep kicking them out.
You think
Why
they're
do
kicking
you-
them out, or do you
why
think they
you
actually
keep-
are finding homes?
Both.
I think that they actually are finding homes.
I think it's
Some
both
people might be dying. It might just be a difference in the change
that
you
we know of.
Yeah.
One or two has passed away. Our condolences, because our last feed, no, not our last feed homeless. Was that
2 months ago? It was 2 months ago.
Was
One
that
of the guys that
December's?
was out there, he passed a couple days after we fed the homeless with him while he was there.
Was that December's or January's?
I don't remember.
I want to say it was December's.
Yeah, it was.
We'd have to ask
I think
Shorty.
so. But
But then we linked up with another. We linked up
Organization.
with a organization, and I think we volunteered with them for
it was a while, for like
the
6
better
months,
the
6,
better
7
the
months.
better part of a year.
Yep.
Yeah, the better part of a year.
And then we were just
maybe
like, we can do
maybe just under a year and a half. Year and a couple months, maybe a year and a half. I don't think it was. I want to say maybe a year and 5 months. And then we was like,
We could do this on our own.
we don't get no recognition.
Was it really, in all honesty, could it be about the recognition, or could it be about the differences in the atmosphere and what was going on around it? Because
I think it was a little bit of both. Good people, very oriented within what they do. I do miss being out there with them. I do.
wonder if they still do it.
Oh yeah, they do.
Oh.
They actually have a shower now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if they bring it out once a week or twice a week, but they actually transformed a moving style 18-wheeler trailer into makeshift showers. So that's cool. I heard someone in DC had done that. I don't remember where I saw it because I wanted to look into it. But either or. So we volunteered with them for, like I said, I want to say about a year and 5 months.
And then we decided
And
to
then
say,
it was like, you know, some people were trying to say we were trying to bogart, and like,
look,
how are we trying to bogart
Either way.
when there's only like 8-10 of us that are coming out versus 40-50 of them?
it's that part's not important.
It
What's
ain't.
important is the fact that we were able to use. So some things that people don't understand about how you're able to feed the homeless and everything, and how easy it is for me to teach somebody or tell somebody how to feed the homeless. You know, with the process that I do, it's that organization in particular gave me all of the steps that I needed in order to make sure feeding the homeless event went like it was supposed to.
Right.
Like, it gave me all the oomph and the comfort, like the mentorship that I needed, because right after that, I don't know what happened or why it happened or any of that. I wasn't even worried. But right after that, we picked it up and we started doing it on our own. You know, we started going out and searching out for our own volunteers. We started searching for our own organizations. We started searching for people to come out. You know, we did it 4 years strong. So a year and a half with another organization. The last 2.5 years has been just us, just making it happen every time, you know.
And it's been gravy.
We get music
We have a
sometimes.
blast.
We get
We have
food,
music
we
all
get
the time, but
dating
every
shit.
now and then we'll have someone that comes out with a DJ, and it's been live, it's been lit, it's been a lot of fun, it's been a blessing.
Yeah. And on top of it even being a blessing, just having the homeless people come out there all the time like they do, and with them being there, like they look forward to us coming out there. Just in Baltimore alone, I'm only going to talk about Baltimore because DC is a whole nother wave now. That's a whole different thing than now. Whew, I
You
love
have
it.
no
Maybe
idea.
one day we're going to touch on DC and the atmosphere that changed from when we started and where we are now in DC as well.
Yeah.
But for Baltimore, I walk up that street. I let them know by the time I get back, I have about 80 people in line. And it's all becomes word of mouth.
That's it.
You know, word of mouth. And it starts from there, and it's easy. And every time we get out there, it's always like, we're the homeless people. But they usually are either at the health center, which is like right across the street from our location, or they're at the shelter, which is 2 blocks away from our location. And me being me, I'm a walk because I need to touch each and every one of you that are walking past me as you all are walking to these places. Did you know there's actually a food pantry up the street from, across the street from the shelter as well? Yeah, there's a food pantry too. So, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot in that area. That one whole strip is like dedicated to the homeless. It's really intense. But just the respect and them being out there, they actually have even became our volunteers.
This is true.
And it's different when you actually have volunteers who are homeless too, wanting to volunteer for the homeless. Like, it hits different. It definitely
does.
hits different.
It's like,
you know,
this is for you, but I guess at the end of the day, you're homeless is homeless is homeless and is homeless. Wanting to help for a cause that you're a part of, in my opinion, it speaks volumes. Yeah, I'm homeless, but I want to help y'all. She won't touch on DC. I won't touch on DC as
I mean,
deep,
we can touch on DC,
as deep, but it's amazing how many people, men and women, that want to assist and volunteer when they see us. It's like their day could be rock bottom or they could be having a good day. But they see us and they get so excited. Hey, Miss Tiana. Hey, Mr. Mark. Hey, Miss Kier. Hey, Miss Shanetta. Hey, Mr. Shorty. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you have a few, as Shorty would say. This is how I talk to them because that's how they act. I'm not going to tell anyone how to talk to somebody. Shorty been doing it a lot longer than we have. But you get too out of line, we will shut it down. We've only had to do that once.
But that's in DC. See, we're not even finished with like Baltimore.
Like I said,
we're gonna get to DC, but we're not.
Like I said,
to Baltimore,
not today. Not today. But we don't want to find a new location, but it's like we gotta go where they're at. We gotta go where there's an abundance. And
now,
under the 83 bridge, it's just not an abundance no more.
I mean, but they're still out there.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
still packed.
Nevertheless, I mean, we can still get 150, 200 people out there, depending on the time of year. But we like them 300, 350, 400 people lines. That's what we miss.
I think that, honestly, they would rather us come up to the shelter. So every time that I go on the walk, they're always like, why don't y'all just come up to the shelter and do it? You know, you can do it in the back of the shelter. We already here. All you got to do is pull up. You know, that's the kind of conversations that I end up having. And I realized that I kind of like when they come down to the 83 bridge because it takes them out of their element and they're able to eat and like fellowship with one another.
Get some fresh air.
You know, like actually get some fresh air, which is why
some exercise.
Just like tell them like, come on, like y'all can make it, just come down there, you know? And they love it every time. They appreciate it every time. But I have seen like a kind of change. And it's probably because other organizations go right up there to the shelter and do it.
You heard what Shorty said. They shut down the water tower.
Oh, the shot tower?
Shot tower, yeah. So they're not getting fed enormously like that over there anymore, other than whatever the church does. I'm sure the church still does stuff, but the organizations that were going to the shot tower, yep, that's obsolete now.
Okay.
So, but we're gonna check out 1 or 2 different locations in Baltimore.
It's true. We're gonna get there. We're gonna make the move.
We're always gonna keep 83 as a back burner because if it's tremendously hot, we gotta have shade. We gotta give you some shade so you can have just the tits of comfort. If it's 100 degrees outside, if you're in the shade, it might only be 90. So I'd rather be in the shade at 90 versus in the sun and it's 100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially in the summertime, because when it's that hot, there ain't ever a breeze.
Yeah. So we can touch on DC for a little bit because we still got a little bit more time in this segment.
You want to touch on DC?
Boy, yeah, we can do it.
Boy, we got some stories about DC, but we ain't gonna. We'll tell you the good ones.
Yeah, we can do it then and now in DC. It might end up running over into the next segment as well, so that we can, actually decipher DC and how it's been and everything. But, whew, DC has come a long way, okay?
A long
way. Feeding the homeless in DC has come a long way. They used to be rambunctious. They used to be very active when it came to feeding the homeless and not really like embracing the fact that people were out there. They were just, I need, take, move, It used to be really hectic. Like, we only had to shut it down once. But within those 3 years, it's been a couple times where it's been a little hectic. People can't get in line like they want to, or they doing this, they doing that, they're arguing,
then you got,
trying to fight.
Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's always the same 5. It's like 1, maybe 6. It's 1, maybe 2 dudes and 3, maybe 4 women. They not even homeless. They taking the stuff to a store, a corner store, a little convenience shop, neighborhood shop, whatever, and they selling the products they get. They don't. I've heard that from more than one person.
And DC?
Yep.
They probably do it.
They're only taking water. They're only taking fruit juices. They're only taking fresh fruit, and they're only taking snacks. Because then they can turn around and sell it. So I really wish there was a way we could make them obsolete, but
you gotta let people do what they do. They out there for a reason.
Exactly.
All right, guys. So we made it again to the next break. We have to pay some bills. Make sure you guys tune in for the next segment while we finish talking about the Feed the Homeless atmosphere in DC for Skylyne Foundation. See you guys when we get back on BeExposedRadio.com. I couldn't get it together.
You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. So deeply wounded, but don't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. So you just sit there and you suffer in silence. Your pride won't let you just uncover your secret. Don't wanna look weak in your image, it ain't worth losing. So you just act as if it's nothing happening. God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you. You're like like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. Suicidal, depressed, but you won't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. You feel alone even though the people surround you. Popping pills every night even though you know they can't solve it. The emotional pain, it just seems way too heavy. Your mind is racing, wanna scream, somebody help me. Ooh, God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you. These type of people sit right under our noses. We don't find out till we're on IG scrolling. We post a few memes, but then it keeps on happening. Something's gotta change, we gotta start talking and telling the truth without the fear of judgment. Gotta come together and really start loving and heal these people cause they slowly dying. Help them believe that their life is worth living. Ooh, God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you. I pray there's an end to this suicide demon. We losing people too soon, they cutting and bleeding. They think no one cares, so I wrote this song to tell you, my God, He cares and He can heal you. He sees you when you're crying yourself to sleep, wondering if anybody hears me. You tell yourself you can't go on no more, but your life is worth fighting for. Don't leave this world too soon. There's so many people who really love you. Jesus is calling for you. He knows and He can heal you. I know you're hurting deep down inside, but my God, He came to give you life. You think no one cares, so you just sit there. I'm talking to you, get up from there. You gotta believe there's something better. So much better. God put purpose deep inside of you. The whole world is waiting for you. You.
I be up in the way. 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 Running on my face. Gucci guilty on my face. I be up in the way. 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 Bedroom phone ring, girl in t-shirt answers me. I get off on the way that she answers me. First time saw her, I knew she was the one for me. Ever since then, we've been vibing on some chemistry.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we are back. Here we are again on BeExposedRadio.com. We were just sitting here talking about the atmosphere of Feed the Homeless. We were doing a then and now. We realized that we just made it to our 4 years. Decided that we wanted to discuss, some things that have changed in the atmosphere for Feed the Homeless events and with the people that are out there and everything. We already discussed Baltimore. We're actually getting to DC, and we were talking about how, like the different people who come out there and the different events. At one point they were very rambunctious. You remember that? Mm-hmm. Like, they would just do whatever they want. One thing that I learned with the homeless, especially in DC, is that you gotta put your foot down.
Yeah. Shorty taught us a lot. Because Shorty was like, this is y'all thing, not mine. I should not be regulating everything. And learning how to control. But it's like, it's a different city, and we appreciate Shorty so much with it being a new city for us to be starting, he was a significant help with facilitating everything, organizing everything, getting everything started, getting the crowd of the homeless and less fortunate people to calm down and act like they got some sense, because his attitude was just like ours. You have a choice. Life is about choices. We can choose to pack this up and take it to Baltimore, because we don't have these problems in Baltimore for the most part. It's sad when we're going to our location and we see them on the corner. Hey man, you got some spare change? Nope. But I tell you what, give me about an hour and a half. We're at this location. Oh, we giving you food, footwear, clothes, beverages, toiletries, hygiene products, feminine products. If you really need money that bad, come get some stuff and you can sell it. Look, I'm not what's the word? I'm not promoting, this, that, whatever, and the third, but at the end of the day, it gets you off a corner. That honestly,
yeah, but how many of your snacks you gonna sell? You never gonna be hungry. I mean, you're always gonna be hungry. You sell your snacks,
right?
Like, you sell everything. You're not gonna be able to do a thing. You're gonna be hungry. What you need? $1. Like, what you got today? Some water. Like, no. You can't. What you got for me today? Some shoes. Like, you ain't never gonna have anything. You end up selling everything, trying to get off the corner. I mean, I understand, but there's other ways to do it.
I wish we could be at McKeldin Square all the time. The only thing that I did not like about McKeldin Square,
there was no sun.
No,
I mean,
we had sun. That, but I mean, if it rains, we gotta fall. Hey, look, I know this is last minute, but we're not gonna be under here and it's raining out. You might not even come out.
Right.
But this is where we're gonna be in case it rains. 50 to 8. Well, I won't even say 50. 60 to 80% of the people that we served weren't homeless. 60 to 80% of the people that took clothes and footwear weren't homeless. And that time, what year? That was that 18?
When we did at McKeldin Square?
Yeah. Was that 17 or 18?
Guys, by the way, he switched locations on you guys so you can keep up. Now we're talking about Baltimore again.
I mean, I didn't mean to jump back to Baltimore, but
McKeldin Square, there's no McKeldin
I don't remember if that was the summer of 17 or 18.
When we did
I think it was 18, but
that was
footwear. That was our best year with what we had within footwear, because we had some of the biggest popular names of tennis shoes. Like we had different types of Adidas and Nike and Reebok, but we had some Jordans out there. We had some Air Max out there. I ain't gonna mention no names because we don't name drop because we don't always have to expose somebody.
Right.
Someone took a pair of tennis shoes and threw them around the light pole so they could hang. Yeah, they were gone the next day. Because I just happened to be down there the next morning, and yeah, they were gone. So either Public Works cut them down because they were name brand,
right,
or someone was like,
nah,
this pole ain't but so hard to climb.
Well, let's go back to DC again.
So DC.
Oh, never mind. Let's wait because it's time for a break.
Already?
Yeah, man, these things come up fast. So what we're going to do is come back after these few messages. We'll wrap up our conversation about DC. Then we're going to get to talking about a little bit of sports.
Going to do sports, huh?
Yes. about that time. We got to do some sports and some new things.
Were we finished with
we never did the local news for
we didn't do the local news for Baltimore, so we're gonna do that real quick. Then we'll go to sports.
Yes, and we'll see you guys after these few messages on Be Exposed Radio.
Skylyne.
Whatever happened to the times when we cared for one another? We shared the same respect. What is happening? We're trading what's important for shiny things. I can't allow this blasphemy. It's blasphemy. Why would you treat yourself like that? We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Don't lose yourself, stay on track. Baby, you're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. Full of the things that we've overcome. Full of unspoken battles we've won. You're so much better than that. Sometimes the truth ain't always catchy as rap. Stop chasing cheese or you'll get stuck in a trap. Go get your crown and never render it back. No, it's blasphemy. Why would you treat yourself like that? Stop all that blasphemy. We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. You're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. You're way too gifted to stop and listen. It's condescending, not to mention all of our ignorance. Is there permission to? I know you like to turn up like that. With a drink to pull up like that. Well, baby, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Just make sure the God in you stays where it's at.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And Derek Chase.
I don't know, but we are live again. We're back on live screen for Facebook.
I'm gonna need you to get it together.
We are here. Wrapping up with DC. So with DC Feed the Homeless, wrapping it up. Now that we're 4 years strong, these people know us by name. They call me Miss T, call Mark. You know, call Kiera. It's kind of weird. They just like pop up and they're like, "Oh my God, you're here!" Like with so much energy, walk up to you, help take everything out of my car, everything out of every car. Like every car that's filled with stuff, we're just like, "Hey, can y'all help?" They're like, "Yeah, let's go. I got this." And you know, they come and help. They're more protective of the people who feed for them now, and they're more. Depending on like how many times you're out there in the atmosphere and everything, because everyone has their own different atmosphere. They provide security for us. Y'all ever seen homeless secure the other homeless? And I'm laughing, but like in all seriousness, like seeing them out there like, hey, get in line. Y'all back up. Y'all get in line. What you need, Miss T? Like, like I thoroughly
It'd be crazy sometimes.
Part. Like I really enjoy that part.
Yeah, because that's less we gotta worry about and less we gotta do. We got too much other stuff to do.
And the benefits of being security, because even if they did it in Baltimore, it's that you going through the stuff, you're helping set up, so you get to see the things first. You're the first one to see everything. Everything. So you want it, you got it. Like, can I get this? Yes. Put it right in the car. Can I get this? Yes. Why? One, because you're taking time out, even though you're out there already and we're serving you guys, but you coming with another organization.
You're volunteering and you're assisting.
Yeah.
So you're helping us out in a very big way.
Right.
So yeah. First dibs. You want it, you got it, because you're working for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know how many people was like, "Can I look through this?" Nope.
Right. Man, it'll take a lot. Sometimes they come up and just steal the water.
I started telling them, I don't know, dog. This ain't my program. The boss ain't here.
The boss is me. Okay.
She pays the cost to be the boss. Tey The Buzy Bee.
I do. But what else?
Hey man, can I just see what size is your? Nope. Can't touch nothing because if I let you touch, I gotta let all them touch, and I've already told all them.
The clothes part of things is just now getting under control. Before they used to tear this clothes table up.
Savages.
They actually broke a table one time. They did break the table one time.
Poachers on a carcass, yo. That's how they act.
It was hectic. But now I can say that I do love them being out there. I do appreciate them. It's all about how you talk to them. When you step out there, you gotta have that I'm regulating attitude. You gotta have that I'm regulating attitude. Especially, and it doesn't matter where you are, because even when we ever decide to go to Philly, we ever decide to feed the homeless, and
we like I said earlier, we've done Philly. We're linked in with an organization up there. We definitely got to get up there and get with them and do an event when they're doing another one, and after the fact, literally break bread with them. Because we need to do more for Philly.
It's a 2-hour ride, so I feel
it'd be easier for Kiera, and we still got to get up in New York because we definitely got to go on Kiera's side of town. We still got to find a way how we're gonna orchestrate Virginia. The Virginia Beach and Norfolk area.
Okay, first of all, whenever he says we is not us, me and him. So we're not doing this. I'm not running all the way up and down to feed no homeless. I appreciate them. I love you guys, but there's something called the barter system. There's something called loyalty. There's something called another organization in that state who can team up with us in order to put this
That's
on.
what I'm saying.
Like, we're not about to be out here racing through the East Coast. I'm not doing it.
That's why it's 52 cities in 52 weeks.
It is.
We have to get people to regulate and orchestrate and coordinate and then facilitate an event every month through Skylyne. Sheree in LA is ready.
This is true.
My folks in the Green Bay, Wisconsin area, they ready. All I got to do is go out there. LA, I already know. I'm not going to LA without you. Because Sheree's going to be like, where's Tiana at? How you going to come out here and you ain't bring my homie with you?
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I got to... How about this? I'm not going to contact Sheree. You contact Sheree. I don't remember when she's coming to Philly, but I know it's soon. How about you contact Sheree and find out when she's coming and see if we can facilitate something for Philadelphia.
You gonna figure that out?
We can. You let me know what's up, and then I can get with the organization that we're connected with, and we can work out some logistics and make it happen. Getting ready to go to break.
Sports.
No, we gotta finish local news for Baltimore.
I am so anxious to talk sports. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to wait. We're going to talk about this local news for Baltimore. What's up?
Y'all ready for this? Another headquarters in Baltimore is gone. Y'all remember on Pratt Street, that real tall building? At the top of it, it said Legg Mason. A lot of you probably don't, but a lot of you should. It says Trans-America Building now. Yeah. Legg Mason moved over to Harbor East. They were in a brand new building. Different structure. More of today's moderation of architect style buildings. It's a nice building. It's very nice. They got different walk areas and patios.
Did he say why that the building was being shut down?
Oh, it's not being shut down.
What's happening?
It's the headline is another headquarters gone. California investment firm to buy Legg Mason. Deal gives Franklin Templeton 1.5 trillion in assets. Job loss is expected. City will keep presence.
So what was Legg Mason? What was their organization about?
I am not sure. It's a corporate presence. I didn't have a chance to read the whole thing. But they've been in Baltimore for quite a number of years. And they've been a fixture of Baltimore for quite a number of years within the corporate community. Corporate business is always changing. It's a $450 million deal. You're keeping the presence. Is the Legg Mason name gonna stay? Is it gonna change to a different name? You're talking job losses. How many people gonna lose their job? Not all that's in this. I don't think they know as of yet. I guess they gotta figure out the logistics of what happens throughout the buyout.
So, for those who don't know, because I had to go figure it out for myself, Legg Mason is an investment management company.
Right.
So I didn't know that at all. I didn't know what Legg Mason was. I didn't understand the headquarters, any of that. So basically what's been happening for them to finally be closing or for it to be acquired, give me a second, boom, boom, boom.
What the deal means for Baltimore, where Legg Mason's decade-old tower of money-colored glass rises over the river of Harbor East, is unclear. The company has about 250 employees in the city and about 3,000 total in affiliates and offices in other cities and countries.
So
it's a big firm.
So from what I'm reading in this article, from what I'm reading, it says that they're not being shut down. It was just bought by the California company and it's still keeping the same management that they've had before. They're just trying to, I guess, save the company from going under beforehand.
Before they file bankruptcy.
Yeah, before filing bankruptcy. So it has very minimum risk for everything. Hopefully this actually works out. It should work out on both sides. It says that this landmark acquisition for our organization, it unlocks substantial value and growth opportunities driven by the greatest girl diversity, balance across investment strategies, and more. This opened doors for like changes, so to speak, especially in the investment crew, because if you go through Legg Mason for your investments, then they get a payment already, but now that they're being acquired, the company, it still might be called Legg Mason, but the California company also gets a bit of their money too now.
Okay. You ready for this?
What's up?
Franklin Template, best known for its consumer-oriented mutual fund business, will pay $50 cash for each share of Legg Mason stock. A premium of $9.28 per share over Friday's closing price. Legg Mason stock surged 24% to close at $50.66 a share Tuesday.
Yeah. So with the stocks will not be transferred. I believe they have to be paid out because it's under Lake Mason, and I don't believe they're transferable over to the California company that's taking over as well. So those who are invested in Lake Mason, get your money. Congratulations. Hopefully you all didn't lose a lot of money. It seems like there's been a couple plunges every now and then with Lake Mason as it is anyway. So get your money and then reinvest it into the next company. I would say wait a little bit for the merger and the acquisition for California Lake Mason to go through and to settle, maybe like a month before you actually go back and start investing again. Only because there'll be a lot of changes almost, maybe to management, or a lot of changes under, or maybe some people are pulling out, so the price might fluctuate a little bit, but once it goes back to being sturdy, level and sturdy and stable again, that's when you should buy. Actually, you should buy low and you sell high. So when it does start acting crazy, go on and buy then, and then just watch it go back up. And once it goes back up, you'll be able to make some more money off of it as well. Now, let me tell you, you can talk stocks. We can talk stocks. I am like this close from getting back into stocks again. Even with, like, I'm this close. I'm almost there. When I get back to talking about or getting into stocks again, we can have a whole conversation about it. I would drop all the information you all need, all the news you need. This is me. I love stocks. I love money. And I'm addicted to cars. I'm not addicted to cars, but y'all know that song.
All right, sports. Sports.
We got to speed up because, it's 9:45 already. So with sports, man, the Redskins done did it again. And they didn't do something bad. They did 2 things. Or 3 things, actually. I believe they did 3 things over the last couple of weeks that I'm actually impressed with them on. Thank you, God. Finally, we getting somewhere, hopefully. Hopefully, y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? Redskins, they done picked up the first African-American female coach in the NFL. The first. Thank you, Black History Month, because it's still in the middle of Black History Month. She is the first African-American female coach in the NFL. Like, her name is Jennifer King. I wonder what she looks like. But her name is Jennifer King, and she was an intern for the Carolina Panthers. Oh, and guess who? And guess who our new head coach is? And guess where she came from? Because the head coach picked her up. I'm impressed. Mr. Rivera. Mr. Rivera, you want to know how he ended up with the Redskins? You want to know how? Because he lost. Because the Panthers lost. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be having this much entertainment about this. But the Redskins has definitely turned a new leaf. I'm kind of impressed. So the Panthers lost against the Redskins. Rivera gets fired by the Panthers because they lost to the Redskins. Redskins picks up Rivera, turns around and picks up Miss Jennifer King, who was Rivera's intern for the Panthers. Which means we just got a whole team. I'm just so excited.
Ron Rivera could get fired by the Redskins next year.
Why? We just
they don't win.
But you don't think, why would he get fired though?
It's a lot.
I'm not gonna say that he'll get fired, but it's the Snyder curse. I'm sorry, it's the Snyder curse. Yeah, Shanahan won Super Bowls. The Snyder curse.
I don't know. I don't get what you're
Snyder
saying.
owns the team.
Okay.
Just because you got to win, just because you got a good coach, don't make it. It's the Snyder curse. It's the Snyder curse. You gotta agree with me, man. It's the Snyder curse.
It is.
I'm confused as this whole conversation is happening because you have not said anything.
Dan Snyder is the owner of the Redskins, correct?
So what does that have to do with anything?
He's got to go.
He's cheaper than He's cheaper than Peter Angelos, who owns the Baltimore Orioles.
Okay, and
No, he
what does
don't.
that have
He
to
don't
do
no
with
more.
anything?
Huh?
That
Yeah, he still owns the Baltimore.
So what does that have to do with anything? All right.
I wasn't trying to say that out
What does that
loud.
have to do with anything?
Which one passed away? Art Modell.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Anyways, guys,
man
all
in the
right.
NFL.
So apparently Snyder's curse is still going to hold the Redskins back. There's no actual reasoning why that is happening. And
There is a
here
reason
we
why
are.
it's happening. He's a cheap bastard. That's why.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. You have. I mean, you know, I hate to say it, you know, and I really wish in my lifetime I will see another winning season of the Washington Redskins, maybe even a Super Bowl run. But at the same time, look,
He's talking a lot of trash.
I mean, Ron Rivera could go there and be one, and he, no doubt, he's one of the greatest coaches that I've seen actually in the NFL, especially what he did with the Carolina Panthers. I hope he does well with the Washington Redskins.
They going Super Bowl next year.
I don't believe they go into the Super Bowl next year.
But I'm gonna have to bring the whole Carolina Panthers team up to DC.
Right.
To win a Super Bowl.
Not all of them are that good.
Cam will be in a wheelchair being quarterback for.
Damn.
Not for the Redskins. The Redskins. First of all, my man's played with the Redskins defense the other day on the game on Madden 20.
That's Madden
right?
20.
And
That's
honestly,
Madden 20. That's Madden 20. Those
But still.
are computer analyzed situations. That's Madden 20.
but still,
can't count
it was
Madden 20 in real
horrible.
life. You can't count
They were
Madden.
still bad.
Exactly. They will always be.
But the analytics or the however they do like the week before carries into the game
Yes,
still too.
the analytics is always there, but
I don't play video games. Sorry.
I'm glad you got a black woman or woman coach. God bless her. You know, I wish her well in her efforts in the NFL.
I was really saying that the analytics and that even on the NFL football game for Madden that they were still losing. But you wanted to jump and run, boom.
Well,
so now you
they're
done
still
ran the
losing.
wrong way.
Well, they're still losing. I don't have to run the wrong way. All I gotta do is run around 295. I found Baltimore one day.
All right, guys.
What's up, Ravens, Redskins, Super Bowl next year?
Man, no, I don't know why you think we're gonna make it to the Super Bowl. I don't have faith in the Redskins making it to the Super Bowl.
You sound like me with the Bears.
But I have a little bit of
I got
faith
confidence in my
making
team.
it
I don't
to
have
the-
confidence in the coaching staff and the quarterback. I got a problem with both of them.
Look, the Redskins have let me down time and time again. When you're a Redskins fan, you can talk like this. I still got faith.
Look,
I need
I'm
to
a
make it to the
Chicago
wild
fan.
card.
I give you 5 reasons why I drink the way I drink. Chicago Bears, Chicago Bulls, Chicago White Sox, Chicago Cubs, Chicago Black Sox. But unlike anyone else that represents their city or they live in a city and they represent other cities, I represent Chicago and only Chicago. And I've seen in my lifetime all 5 of my professional sports teams win at least one championship. I love my city.
You want to know where I was the last time a Super Bowl was won by the Redskins?
God, what was that? 91?
Mm-hmm. I was in my stomach. I mean,
You hadn't been hatched yet?
Nah, I was still cooking it up. I don't even think they even recognized, or this was like in the beginning of them recognizing that they were on the way, like I was on the way. Like that was the last time that the Redskins won a Super Bowl. That's my whole life. Like that's not cool. I need Snyder to go. I do feel like Snyder needs to go.
He
I need
does.
Snyder to go. I want Rivera to stay. I want Jennifer King to stay. Whatever staffing that they have to do it. But I need them to like step it up all the way, and hopefully we can get somewhere. I want to at least touch wild card, at least touch like the round 2 of wild card, and I'll be happy.
There's only one wild card.
Oh well.
It's wild.
Whatever.
Come on, Miss Football.
I know, right?
Wild card, division.
All right, well, division. Excuse me.
Conference.
They need to at least get
Super Bowl.
If they can get to the division again, so we can be the number one in the division, I'll be happy. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Look,
that's horrible, but
I don't care how good they do.
One step at a
Can they
time.
beat Dallas twice in a year? I'll be happy with that.
They can never beat Dallas twice in a year.
That's like saying the Bears beat Green Bay twice in a
The thing is
year.
about whenever we play Dallas, which really, really bothers me, is either I think when we go to their home, we lose. They come to our home, there's a chance we might win. But that fourth quarter, we gonna lose. Like, why?
You know what? You know what? God bless your heart. I've never seen someone say that their team's gonna lose with such enthusiasm as you do.
Look, you gotta know your team, man. You gotta know your team. You still gotta be loyal, because I got Redskins, everything. I am loyal. But I know. Like, I just know. And there's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is.
When they won.
I wasn't.
91.
I was in the womb when the last time they won the championship. Right? Like,
Mark Rippon, wasn't
I think so.
I was in the womb.
Wow.
The last time they won. I am so anxious for them to win, you know? Just for everyone that's my age. Like, we need one win in our lifetime. Just one championship.
Do you go on Madden and
That's how she wins the Super Bowl.
yeah, take one player and build them up to like 9,999 pounds and all this muscle, and then you win the
Get the
Super Bowl,
hogs
man.
back.
Yeah. All you gotta do is run through the middle.
Y'all gotta
like
hit.
dead.
Y'all gotta get the hogs back.
I mean, they gotta do something.
Gotta do something.
Gotta do something quick.
Yeah, well,
I'll give them 2 years. I'll give them 2 years of Rivera before they
got a question. All right, Mark.
Watch this. Shout out to the NFL for not letting New England win again.
But shout out to the DC Defenders in the XFL.
Yes. We were getting on that. That's on the topic of the
What
list
y'all?
too.
What were they 2-0?
But it's also 9:55.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Are they 2-0?
We got 2 minutes before we leave.
I believe so.
Hey.
We got 2-0.
And they play 16 games.
DC Defenders. Yep.
So what's Chicago's record?
I gotta look it up.
Yeah, look that up.
I gotta look it up.
We will not be on air for that one.
They even
Does
have-
Baltimore have a team?
No, not yet.
Oh.
If the XFL gets big, it probably might.
Yeah, they gotta last one season.
Expect the nation capital to have one before any other team on this side of the
In the DMV area, yeah.
get one. You know, I don't think they had. Did they have? Yeah, they did have a USFL team. Did they? No. They
USFL?
didn't. USFL.
I don't know what that is.
United States Football League. That's where
That's USFL is when you're competing overseas.
No, this was a whole league.
Overseas.
No, this was a whole league here.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, because I think Herschel Walker was in that league as well.
Herschel Walker?
Yeah.
That's like 80s.
Yeah, 80s, mid 90s. But we picked up and we won the championship because we got Philadelphia's team, the Stars. So we became the USFL champions. But anyway, it's time to go.
It is.
Good night.
All right, guys. We have another show on Be Exposed Radio on Friday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. It is what it is radio show? 9 to 11. Oh, 9 until 11, excuse me. 9 until 11 every Friday. It is what it is radio show on BeExposedRadio.com. Make sure you tune in on Friday, okay?
He act like he couldn't talk.
Well, he wasn't supposed to talk.
He act
live.
like someone's gonna hear him. He ain't mic'd up.
And we will see you guys next week on BeExposedRadio.com.
Be Exposed on Skylyne.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now. I'ma show these niggas what to do with one of your beats, man.